Hey, and welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to be continuing in my declutter series. I've been going through all of my makeup and trying to get rid of about half of it. In this video I'm going to be decluttering my foundations, my powders, my setting sprays, and maybe my concealers. It depends how long this video gets. I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll come back for the next video. I'm trying to drop some other videos in between because this declutter series is going to be like 10 videos long. I've already decluttered my highlighters and my blushes, so if you want to see that, check out my other videos. And I also recently did an empties. Let's just get on to the video. So as you can tell, I don't have a huge primer collection. Most of these are sample size. I very rarely buy primers for whatever reason, so this should be pretty quick to go through. First, I'm going to categorize them by like what type of primer they are. So here I have kind of a weird mixture. These are all pore primers, which I did not realize I had this many. These are all radiance primers that have some sort of illumination. And these are, these two are hydrating primers, and then these ones are just kind of like, I'm not really sure. Just kind of like random primers. Just makeup based primers, and then this one has like SPF in it. And then these are kind of both where it's like radiating but also blurring. This Tarte one for pores is absolutely great, so I'm definitely keeping this. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite primers, so that's going in the keep pile for sure. I have these two minimizing powders. This one from Mally, which is just like the weirdest thing, and then this one from e.l.f. I'm not someone who looks for mattifying in my primers. I don't even remember what I thought about this. It does blur nicely. Maybe I'll continue to try these out. I don't know if I need both though. Like I can't picture myself going through both of these. I'll keep the Mally one, and this will go in the maybe pile, I guess. I do like this e.l.f. Poreless face primer. I find it actually pretty hydrating as well as blurring pores, so I like that a lot. I'm gonna keep trying this Catrice Prime and Fine stick. I like that it's in stick form, and I haven't gotten enough use out of it yet. I'm gonna keep this because it is a foam, and I just think that's kind of cool, and I'd like to try it from Shu Uemura. I guess I'm gonna keep this too. I mean, I don't know. This one I was hoping would be a dupe for the Yves Saint Laurent one because I loved that one. I had a sample of it that I was like diehard in love with, but like I'm super cheap and I'm not buying the full size one, so I'm gonna keep that for a while. You know what? I am gonna get rid of this e.l.f. one because I have this Bourjois one and this Mally one, and they're all kind of the same, so I'll get rid of that. I also want to get rid of some of these samples because I just have so many, and I don't even use pore primer that much. I think this is basically empty, so I'm just gonna throw that out. It's a Makeup Forever smoothing primer. I also used one of these, but maybe this is a different one, like a full one. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of this Pixie by Petra one. I might keep this Nude by Nature one. This is, I think, a Shoppers brand, and I haven't tried any makeup from them, so I'll keep that one. I've used this quite a bit, so I'm gonna keep that one, obviously. These two other samples I'll get rid of, though. I'll keep this pore minimizing Smashbox one because I haven't tried it yet, I guess, and I think I'll keep this Too Faced one too. I don't know. I don't know why I'm keeping so many pore filling primers. I do have pores like crazy, but I'm gonna get rid of this Smashbox Photo Finish, just the regular one, because I'd rather just have the pore minimizing one. I'm gonna keep both these moisturizing primers. I actually don't find this e.l.f. one does a whole lot for my skin. Should I really keep it though? Yeah, I'm not going to keep this. I don't find it moisturizes my skin that much, so I'm going to get rid of that. I am going to keep this moisturizing one because it's pretty big and I love moisturizing primers. And I haven't used it yet. I have used those, so I'm just going to keep. So now, these are all just like luminizers that you would mix in with foundation to make it more luminous. I don't use that sort of stuff that often. I'm definitely gonna get rid of Kitty. No. I'm definitely gonna get rid of these two Benefit ones. I'm gonna get rid of this Buxom one. And then I'm not sure about these three. I think I might keep this L'Oreal one. And then I don't know. These are maybes for now. I tried this Cover FX Illuminating Primer and I didn't like it. So I'm getting rid of that. Like I said, I want to get rid of some of these more mini ones. I tried this IPKN one. I don't want to try this Burberry one. So I'm going to get rid of both of these. Hi. There's also this one. Alright. I haven't tried this Becca Instant Complexion Rescue First Light, I don't know, one yet, so I think I'm going to keep that one. I'm not a big fan of the MAC Strobe Cream, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm also going to get rid of this MAC Natural Radiance one. I'm going to keep this Becca Backlight Priming Filter sample. I've been wanting to try this Smashbox Radiance one, so I'm going to keep that. I don't really like this YSL Touche Eclat Blur thing, so I'm going to get rid of that. No, you can't like, oh. I'm gonna get rid of, this is just a box of samples I'm gonna get rid of. I have this Hourglass one that I think I've only used a couple times. I'm gonna try it again. This Clarins SOS one I just bought, so I still need to get more use out of it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't really like it, I think. This is another Becca Backlight Priming Filter sample that I'm gonna get rid of. There's this Clinique Super Primer Face Primer. Once again, I just don't have a lot of use for these samples right now, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep this Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick because I haven't had a chance to try it yet. I'm going to keep this e.l.f. Glow Lotion for now, although I might get rid of it in the future. And then I have this Joe Fresh one that, okay, I don't know what's happening. This is what the inside looks like. I don't know why that looks pretty, but dark as hell. I guess I might keep it and try it. I mean, I don't know. The pump seems very broken. If I can figure out how to fix it, I'll keep it. If not, then I'll get rid of it because it is bronzy and glowy and it might be nice for summer. So I'm getting rid of these. It's just a whole lot of samples, to be honest. Not the most exciting thing. Next, let's maybe go through powders. I don't think I have a lot of powders. These are all my powders. I'm not big on powders because I have hella dry skin. This is the only powder foundation I have. It's the IT Cosmetics Celebration Illumination Foundation, so I'm going to keep that. This is my favorite under eye setting powder, so I'm definitely keeping that. This has been getting hard pan super easily, so I think I'm going to get rid of this. I've scraped the crap out of it to try and get the hard pan off, but it just keeps happening, so I'm going to get rid of that. Like the rest of these, I just don't see the point in getting rid of them. I mean, I guess I could get rid of this tone correcting powder. I don't use it. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. But like the rest of these, they're just plain old powders. I'm not picky with powder. This also looks like it's getting a hard pan. Jesus Christ. I'll definitely keep this one. It looks very similar in tone to this, so. This one hasn't even been opened. I hate how big this one is, so I guess that could be a contender. It also looks kind of dark. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this Better Skin one. It just looks kind of dark and I haven't even used it, so I'll pass it along to a friend. And then I think I'll just keep these three. That was kind of a fail, but I mean, powder's powder. And my battery's going to die. Okay, I just got this. I took off the label. This is a velvetizer. I'm going to keep this. I'm also going to keep Coty Spun. I'm also going to keep this It Cosmetics by Pores because I actually really like this. That was my computer starting up. I've used almost all of this little sample, so I'm obviously going to keep this and use up the rest. I'm going to get rid of this Honest Beauty one. I used a little bit of it. I wasn't impressed really, so I'll just get rid of it. I actually really like this e.l.f. high definition powder, but like it's so bulky and annoying. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I have these 2 Laura Mercier samples. I'm gonna get rid of this Bare Metal Oils sample. I just don't need a ton of samples. I'm gonna keep this e.l.f. banana powder. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, and I want to try it under my eyes. I'm gonna get rid of this Tarte one. I just don't need all these samples. I actually am not super impressed with these Laura Mercier ones. I was using this Universal Invisible one. These ones are the translucent ones. So maybe I'll like these better. So I guess I'll keep them for now and try them out. Oh boy. Yep, they've both been open, so. Alright, so that was kind of a fail. I only ended up getting rid of 7. And I ended up keeping 12. Well, I'm not counting this one. This one's empty. So I ended up keeping 11. I mean, it's fine. I think it's just because I just don't have a lot of opinions on powders. Oh, I also have this one that I forgot about, this Hourglass one, which I am going to keep. This is in Moodlight. I just haven't got a lot of use out of it yet. I was trying it. I just don't have that many feelings on it once again, but I am going to keep it. So this is my concealer collection. I had a thing for about a minute with buying concealers for some reason. These are color correctors as well as this, and then the rest are concealers. I personally still really like color correcting. With how pale my skin is, I get like a lot of dark circles, so I still find it helpful. I've been loving the Becca Under Eye one right now. I've been using this Essence one like crazy, so I'm definitely going to keep those two. I'm going to get rid of this e.l.f. thing. Yellow just like doesn't really help with my under eyes that much, and it's thick as hell. I'm going to keep this First Aid Beauty one because I haven't given it enough of a chance. And this other e.l.f. one I think is going to the Maybe pile. I just haven't made up my mind about it yet. And you can tell I haven't really used this one a whole lot. It's pretty thick and dry. Okay, yeah, this is time to go. Now, as far as concealers go, this used to be my holy grail, and I don't know why. When I was in high school, this was the only thing I used, and I would never ever finish a tube. I would just always have to get rid of them because this applicator would break every freaking time. As soon as you twist this on too hard, it breaks. So I've gone through so freaking many of these. This one actually looks like it's been scraped pretty well. It's terrible. I don't know why I use this so much. I think it's because my mom used it, and so like I would just steal it from her. It's not very good, so I'm getting rid of that and never buying it again. This thing is from Tarina Tarantino. I think I got it from a subscription box a long time ago. I honestly don't think I've used it that much. Oh, it's more of a corrector actually. But like it has to be dried out. It's not dried out, but like if I haven't used it in this long, am I really gonna use it? That's hella thick. I just need to get rid of it. I feel like I'm getting worse and worse as time goes on at getting rid of stuff, and I need to do this. Okay, I know I like this Physicians Formula one, so I'm gonna keep that. I also know I like this BH Cosmetics one, so I'll keep that. My Shape Tape and my Sephora serum, I know I like both of these. This Fit Me concealer is way too dark, so I know I have to get rid of that. I like this Nude Sticks concealer. I know a lot of people love this LA Girl one, but I just cannot get it to work for me, so I'm going to pass that along. This 24-hour Smashbox one is nice for spot correcting. I do like this Rimmel one. This NARS one was so expensive, but it's also too dark for me, I think. Yeah. I got it in the shade Vanilla when I definitely should have got the lighter shade. Wow, yeah, definitely too dark for me. So that'll pass along to a friend. I have such a hard time getting rid of concealer. I just got this Catrice Camouflage in the shade Porcelain. So yeah, I definitely like to try that out. I literally haven't tried it yet. So I'll keep that. I don't think I liked this, but I don't remember. I don't know if I've even used this. So I'm gonna keep this because I don't think I've tried it yet. I used to use a crap out of this, but it is really thick. This is also really thick. I just like don't remember what I thought about any of these. I've used a lot of this. I think I'm kind of just gonna keep all of these. I've obviously used a decent amount of this too. I don't think I've use this a ton, maybe like once. You know what, I'm going to keep all of these and try them out more because I just feel like I haven't given them enough of a shot. This is the problem. Because that's how I feel about how foundations is going to go too. So, yeah, not super proud of myself here. I'm going to get rid of this elf thing because I need to get rid of some stuff. So I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got rid of 8. And I kept 18. Yeah. It's not great. Not great at all. Well, that sucked. Well, let's do foundations. I'm sure it's gonna go much the same way. So I think these are most of my foundations. I do have one other foundation that is the Tarte Water Foundation. It's out in my living room and I don't feel like going to get it. So I am probably gonna get rid of it though. It's so dry on my skin. I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not sure how I'm gonna decide which foundations to get rid of because I feel like I haven't used a lot of these enough to know if I like them. I know which ones for sure that I like. This is a BB cream I actually used the crap out of. This is basically empty, so I'm just gonna throw that out. The Fiona Styles Luminous one I love, so I'm keeping that. This CoverGirl Aqua Smoothers ones I also love, keeping this. I also really like this Rimmel Lasting Finish, although I think this was discontinued, but this was like my favorite foundation forever. So I'm keeping that. This looks way too dark for me. Like there's no freaking way. Even in the summer, So passing that along. I have some foundation samples. I've tried this Wet n Wild foundation. I think, did I use this sample? Yeah, I did. I don't think I liked it, but like it's a little sample. I might as well just use it up. The problem is a lot of foundations are way too dry on my skin. So this is not the right shade for me. It wasn't a bad foundation. It's just too dark, so I'll get rid of that. Now what? Oh yeah, I have another foundation over here too. I've been trying out this Infallible, the new Infallible one from L'Oreal. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of their Infallible collection. I know everyone loves them, but I just keep trying them and trying to make them work because I think I'm gonna love them because everyone else does, and I just never am really into them. Because I have the Pro Matte, the Pro Glow. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Pro Glow. I just find it sinks into all my fine lines and it's not cute. It's not a good look. I used to like it. I don't know. It's not working for me anymore, so I'm gonna pass it along. I think I'm gonna keep the new one, the Fresh Wear one, and maybe get rid of the Pro Matte one, because honestly, this one's pretty matte too. The problem is most of these I find too dry on my skin. I do really like this Rimmel one, so I'll keep that. This Hourglass one is beautiful, but first of all, I got it in way too light of a shade. Also, it's hella finicky. Like, I have to make sure my skin is super smooth before putting it on or it will show every crack. But I am going to keep it because it's the lightest of the foundations. And I feel like it's good for the winter, so when I'm pale as pale can be. I've been using this Revlon one recently that's in this weird whipped formulation, and I actually really like it. I feel like I need to do some sort of like foundation wearing series so that I know how I feel about all these. I know that I found this one super dry. This one's not even opened, so I'm keeping that. This one's also not open, so I'm keeping that. I just want to say that like I found these all fine. I don't like this. I seem to remember. I found it really, really dry on my skin and it just wasn't working for me, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Although it sucks because it was expensive. I think I'm gonna keep this Fit Me one. This one's not open, so I haven't tried it yet. Although, is that the right shade for me? Hard to say. Oh, okay. It's kind of is opened. Ooh. Ooh, this is not the right color. Nope, not even close. Okay. Moving right along. I'm gonna keep this one. I don't remember what I thought about it. I think I liked it. I wrote it down somewhere. So I'm gonna keep this e.l.f. one. I'm also gonna keep this Milani one. It looks like the right shade. I want to try this Bare Skin one again. I think I liked this one, this NYC one. Oh, weird paddle thing. Okay. Interesting. I either loved it or hated it, and I can't remember which now. I wrote down how I felt about all these e.l.f. products, so I should just find that. This looks way too dark. It's real creamy though. Yeah, that looks dark. Alright, I'll pass it along as well. You know what, that looks okay, so I'm gonna keep that. I seem to remember hating this, and it's also not my color. So I'll pass along this Jordana one. I'm gonna keep this CoverGirl Stay Fabulous. Like, I have tried most of these. I don't know why. Oh, wow. Why does that smell like paint thinner? This is not the right shade. I'm gonna keep this one, this soft velvet one. I'm also gonna keep this Stay Matte, like porcelain thing. I'm clearly just keeping things for no reason now. I don't remember liking this, but I'm gonna keep it anyway to try again. I'm going to give this sample away. I'm gonna try this again, or at least I'm gonna find my thing where I said how I felt about it. So like maybe all these e.l.f. products are gonna go in the maybe pile until I find the thing where I say how I feel about them. I did not like this. This is a sample of the Clinique Beyond Perfection. I don't know why it's still in this because I've definitely tried it, but I didn't like it. It was super dry, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And I think I'll keep this. I want to try all these stick products against each other. I haven't opened this yet, so I guess I'll keep this too. Definitely found some to get rid of, so at least it's something. These 4 weren't even opened. I got rid of 13. I kept way more than 13. I kept about 20, so that's something. That's not bad, I think. I think it's fine. Oh, I also don't know what I'm doing about this yet. So this is another maybe. You know what, I should just get rid of it. I used it several times, and I just found it super dry every single time. So I'm gonna get rid of that too. The one thing I will say about this is like it's a perfect shape match, so. That's the foundation drawer. I think I got rid of like 11. I also have this white foundation mixer, which I am going to keep because it's the only one I have, so. I imagine that I'm going to keep most of these. These also aren't all the ones I have. I believe I definitely have a couple more of these MAC ones, and I also have 2 Catrice ones. The Catrice ones I'm definitely keeping. One of them's nearly empty. Some of the MAC ones are also nearly empty too, so I'm obviously keeping those. So, like honestly, I can't picture myself getting rid of any of these. I'm keeping this MAC one. I like it. I'm keeping the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist because it's expensive, even though this is just a little sample bottle. I am going to get rid of this Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. I don't find it does anything. I find this sprayer really aggressive. I've actually just been using it to wet my makeup brushes, so I could keep using it for that, but the bottle is like sticky and full of hair, and I'm just gonna throw it out. This is from Pharmacy. It's a hydrating essence, so maybe I'll put this in with my skincare. I don't know why it's in with this stuff, so that's just gonna go somewhere else. I've heard this model in a bottle is like hairspray for your face, so I'm gonna keep that for, I don't know. I don't know when I would ever need that, but I'll keep it for now for if I ever do need it. I don't think I've ever actually smelled this since I bought it. I bought it specifically because it was supposed to smell good. I don't even know what flavor it is anymore. Watermelon. I mean, kind of, I guess. It's Gerard Cosmetics, which you never hear about anymore, so that's interesting, but I am going to keep it. I haven't tried it yet, even, so I'll keep that. I'm definitely going to keep the Pixie Glow Mist. I'm definitely going to keep this Milani one. I'm not going to keep this Kula one. I have used it. It's got SPF in it, which I thought was really smart, but like, I don't know, it's not that great. I don't think I'm going to keep this Tarte Ready Set Radiant one or this NYX First Base one. I don't really use priming sprays, and I just don't need more setting mist. The same kind of goes for this Smashbox one. I just don't use primer sprays, so I think I'm going to pass those along. This one definitely gives you a glow to your skin, but it's more of a blue glow and it leaves huge droplets on your face, so I'm definitely getting rid of that. And then I think I'll keep the L'Oreal Infallible one because I think this is my only drugstore setting spray. Oh, well, I guess the Milani and Pixie one too. Oh well, I'll keep it. I got rid of 4, I threw out 1, and I moved 1 to skincare. So that's like 6 that moved from my collection. And I kept 4, I kept 7. So you know what, that's fine. Except I've got like 4 lying around the house somewhere. But they're almost all empty. I just want to talk about some extra little bits I found. I'm getting rid of this Makeup Forever powder that I found. I'm getting rid of this Urban Decay primer sample. And I'm keeping this e.l.f. highlighter in Moonlight Pearl. It's actually one of my favorite highlighters. It's beautiful. Yeah, and then I also found this Tarte sculpting stick thing. I think I'm going to keep it. No, I'm just going to get rid of it. I don't need it. I also found this Dewy Glow Stick from e.l.f., which I am going to keep.